what we are reviewing today is basically a study of other studies. In this case, basically we're looking at a systematic review, meta-analysis. What researchers really did here is they collected other studies in regard to vitamin C being administered to either severely ill or critically ill patients in an intensive care unit, either orally or through intravenous methods. And they wanted to determine if there was a positive outcome in reducing the length of stay in intensive care. In this case, the relationship appeared to be positive as well as linear, meaning the higher the dose of vitamin C, the shorter duration of that particular stay. Now, I like this review because it actually goes into dosages as well as looking at the oral and intravenous to see which one is preferred. In this case, ironically, you'll find out there was really little difference between the oral and intravenous. Both yielded benefits. But to proceed with the research as follows. Vitamin C can shorten the length of stay in the ICU. Very low vitamin C plasma levels are not uncommon in hospitals. Furthermore, vitamin C metabolism is changed in many conditions that involve physiological stress, such as infections, surgeries, trauma, and burns, in which case vitamin C levels can decline dramatically. Although 0.1 grams per day of vitamin C can maintain a normal plasma level in healthy individuals, much higher dosages, up to 4 grams per day, are needed for critically ill patients to increase their plasma vitamin C levels to the range of normal healthy people. Again, up to 4 grams per day to get in the range of normal healthy people. Therefore, high vitamin C doses may be needed to compensate for the increased metabolism in critically ill patients. Henceforth, the research. To proceed, the researchers state, out of Australia, they carried out a systematic review of vitamin C for ICU patients. They identified 18 relevant control trials, and 12 of them were included in the meta-analysis on the length of stay. On average, vitamin C administration shortened ICU stay by 7.8%. In 6 trials, orally administered vitamin C with an average dose of 2 grams per day reduced the length of ICU stays on average of 8.6%. Now we're going to go into the full study because it basically gives a little bit more detail in regard to those percentages as follows, as well as established or observe, I should say, a linear relationship. I don't want to use the words established yet because that will imply causation, and I want to basically say a strong correlation until further studies are carried out. Full study. Let's look at them. All the 6 oral administration trials used vitamin C doses of 1, 2, 3 grams a day. Overall, in these low dose, see, people hear 1 to 3 grams think high dose, but according to the researchers here, low dose oral administration studies, vitamin C reduced the length of ICU stay by 8.6%. Other highlights. This is kind of interesting in regard to one of the intravenous trials. They reported that intravenous administration of 17 grams a day of vitamin C for one single day, I would have loved to see this study a little bit more in detail, reduced the length of ICU stay by 44%. Now that's an outlier way out there. If that study can be replicated, that would be spectacular, especially for patients who are severely ill, critically ill. Vitamin C has that much impact at that level. Again, the researchers, without any publisher bias, observed a linear relationship, so you never know. But to proceed as follows. This is interesting too as far as the highlight from the full study. We did not find any meaningful differences between the effects of oral and intravenous vitamin C. My bias would have thought there was, but however though, or there would have been, but in this case, they didn't discover one. To proceed, the effect of vitamin C administration on the duration of mechanical ventilation was significantly greater for ICU patients who are more severely ill. They also found a greater effect of vitamin C in trials in which the length of ICU stay was longer. The longer the stay, the greater the percentage reduction in those stays comparatively to whatever the illness is. Corresponding to sicker patients, compare with the effect in trials in which the length of ICU stay was shorter. This is also consistent with vitamin C having greater effect on the more severely ill. To conclude with the researcher statement as follows. Vitamin C is a safe, low-cost, essential nutrient given consistent evidence from trials published so far. Vitamin C might be administered to ICU patients, although further studies are needed to find out optimal protocols for its administration. A few common cold studies have indicated there may be a linear dose response for vitamin C on common cold duration for up to 6 to 8 grams per day. A lot of you are familiar with when they do the common cold research for vitamin C, often they'll utilize less than a gram. In this case, the researchers are stating the benefits appear to be better at the 6 to 8 gram range. Evidently, the dose response for doses higher than 2 grams per day should also be investigated for ICU patients, meaning they want to look at this meta-analysis or a systematic review as more of a proof of concept, hoping that future studies will come up with ideal doses to get the ideal response. Again, all the information to the full study will be linked in obviously the YouTube video comment section, so you can follow it on your own and do the research on your own or bring to your medical professional. Again, this is Ralph Turchiano signing off. I hope you find this information of use. Again, incredible banner year for vitamin C so far in regard to its research this March 2019. Catch you guys next time. See you in 7 days. Bye. Thank you for listening too. Bye.